Hello, all you cats and kittens. It's the O Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, CW. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. Make sure to hit that bell on YouTube and subscribe to the podcast on any and all podcasting platforms. Today, we're talking about heel shit. That's right, I cussed. Let's talk about it. Being the bad guy. Being the bad lady. The baddest lady on the planet. That's the fun stuff, isn't it? The babyface has to kind of conform to certain norms, outside of people like a Stone Cold. Babyfaces tend to, have to play up to the crowd. If you watch SmackDown recently, Charlotte Flair is trying really, really hard to get over as a face. I don't know how well she's doing with it, but she's definitely, passing, I suppose. But there's nothing more satisfying and freeing than being a heel in professional wrestling. You get to do so many other things to get over. If you pay any attention to MJF, he's putting on like a master class in being just a crappy heel. I mean, he's just really, really good at it. And I can only imagine he can be really good at being, a face. But he definitely cut a promo a few months ago where people thought he was going face. He was thanking folks and all this stuff. And I mean, on a dime, he turned on the crowd and got such heat from playing to their need, their want for him to be a face. It just got him even deeper into heel territory. Recently, I think he threw a drink at a kid, and the drink was alcohol. I don't think he knew. I think he thought it was water, and he chucked like just some heavy alcohol in some young kid's face. And while I believe he did get, reprimanded for that, the man is living the old school 70s and 80s heel life. He's going full. You catch him, on a, Impractical Jokers shoot, and he's calling people fat, and he's being the heel. He's living kayfabe. And it's impressive. And because of that, he's gotten over as one of the highest prospects in pro wrestling. And, everyone dreams of going to WWE. I would say that. Everybody has that thing. They grow up watching that. That product was the biggest product in the world for 30 years, 40 years, whatever. So if he shows up in, WWE at some point, he's going to be carrying a lot of kudos with him into the ring. And I don't think he'd be able to do the same type of heat stuff, same type of heel antics in big corporate WWE, but man, he is having a blast over there at AEW. And the same could be said for people in WWE, just maybe not to the same extent. Rhea Ripley is living that heel life with Con Dom, which is such a fantastic moniker for that guy. They're having a blast. You can see it on their face. The smile that Rhea Ripley has whenever she does some heel stuff or, distracts a wrestler or gets in the face of some man who thinks that they can stand toe-to-toe with Rhea Bloody Ripley. Can you see the joy in her face? Like, I'm bad and everyone loves me for being bad. And I think a lot of us are in on, I was going to say the joke, but a lot of people are in. They're like, yeah, I'll boo you. But they secretly they secretly love them, right? That's why when face turns happen, people freak out. Because like, yay. When Jey Uso chose, quote unquote, Sami Zayn, and they threw up the ones, and Sami threw up that one like a sucker, and then Jey just absolutely annihilated him. People were just like, Jey, why? No, God, no. That's some good heel stuff. Jey, they didn't allow him, but my man cussed on TV. He said, this is some family shit. You think I was going to choose you? But that's the type of fun you get to have as a heel. The Usos are having, I guarantee you, are having a blast as the top tag team, top heel faction in, the largest professional wrestling organization to date. You think Roman Reigns isn't having the most fun as the tribal chief? When he came back in 2020, I believe, mid 2020, and staked his claim as heel Roman. I don't remember what match he ran in on, but he whooped somebody's tail, and he was solidifying himself as like, no, I'm a heel now. It freed him of all that babyface nonsense he had to do before. He was not good at it, and I think being a heel has given Roman Reigns perspective on just how to be an effective storyteller, not just heel or face, but that heel persona, being able to, flex some creativity in how you be a bastard on TV can help you become a better face. I think the greatest example of that is Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace, the king of being a heel on TV. He turned being a heel into the most fun thing on TV every week. If you go back and watch any of Eddie Guerrero's old matches, he came into WWE as an outsider with, he who shall not be named, Chris Benoit, I named him, and Perry Saturn. Was there anybody else? They weren't called the Outsiders. What were they called? I don't remember. But they came in and they were heels. And they did, they brought their WCW stink with them. Yeah, I said it. And they took over friggin' WWE. And over the years, Eddie Guerrero was always, lie, cheat, steal. That was his thing. But he turned that into the most babyface thing you can imagine. Here's a scenario. If a face goes into a match with a heel, let's say I was playing 2K23. If John Cena goes into a match with RVD, and in the storyline, John Cena is the face. I think. I don't remember. He might have been the heel. But RVD goes in there to have this Extreme Rules match with John Cena, and just follow me along. And John Cena is having such a hard time pinning Rob Van Dam. He goes for the pin. He throws his feet up on the ropes. The crowd will instantly turn on Cena. Well, they weren't with Cena to begin. This is a bad analogy, but anyway, a babyface is having such a hard time. He throws his feet up on the ropes to try and get the pin. He doesn't get the pin. He's instantly a heel now. That's some heel nonsense. If Eddie Guerrero does that, the crowd cheered. The crowd wanted Eddie to cheat. They wanted him to steal the match. They didn't want him to win clean. They didn't want him to beat anybody without cheating. And he turned his heel persona into the most fun gimmick. If you've never seen Eddie Guerrero take a chair and act like he was going to hit somebody, throw it at them so that they caught it, and then drop to the floor and go, no, and the ref turns around and is like, what's going on over here? I mean, you want to talk about carnival level entertainment. That was the pinnacle. That was the most fun. Eddie Guerrero had the most fun turning heel stuff into face stuff because he was so over. He was such a great talent. He was such an amazing performer. He turned a heel persona into a babyface persona. I can't stress it enough. Eddie Guerrero had all the tools. It was, oh my God. I wish Eddie Guerrero was still around to kind of be a part of this Rey Mysterio, Khan, Dom angle in some form or fashion. I mean, he kind of is. They reference him quite a bit, but could you imagine if Eddie teamed up with Dom? Oh my goodness. You think Dom would be great now? You think Dom is great now on the mic? Oh my God. Him and Eddie? Whew, that would have been rough. Eddie in Judgment Day, just cheating hard and cheating well, healing it up, showing him how it's done. Oh, Edge had nothing on them. Edge is a great heel, but if they had Eddie with them, it would have been next level. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite heel in professional wrestling today, and what's your favorite heel antic that they pulled to get a win out on the babyface. Boy, these 10 minutes fly by fast. Make sure to hit that bell and subscribe to the podcast on any platform. Tell a friend or two about the show, and don't you ever forget.
I'm your friend, but if I ever see you in the ring, I can beat you. Don't you know? Yeah.